I've been studying Wallace D. Wattles, Napoleon Hill, and the Law of Attraction for 12 years now, and I feel so much closer to God because of finding their material. And many mainstream Christians will call this New Age, something they would reject. Wallace Wattles, Napoleon Hill quote biblical scripture that makes scripture so much easier to understand. It's life-giving knowledge. It is the greatest material I have ever laid my eyes on. I think the interpretation of the Bible has been completely changed. When mainstream Christians try to explain the same thing that Wallace Wattles, Napoleon Hill, and the Law of Attraction tries to explain, but in their biblical quotation terms, it just doesn't sit right with me. And yet I and they, my teachers, can quote scripture on the same subjects. One feels like a life-giving stream, and the other feels just not right in my stomach. It feels like condemnation, like bondage, like handcuffs on my wrists. I truly believe that the Bible has been completely hijacked many, many centuries ago. I grew up in a Christian home going to church twice a week, and I am a dedicated follower of Jesus Christ from my early childhood. Going back, starting around 2004, something didn't seem right to me anymore. I felt like I was being completely lied to in every direction. When mainstream Christians tried to explain God's laws of attraction, it just makes my stomach twist and turn. It fills my it's filled with bondage and makes you look at God that is far out there and not spirit from within. Let me say that again. When mainstream Christians try to explain God's law of attraction, quote unquote, it makes my stomach turn. It's filled with bondage and makes you look at a God that is far out there and not spirit from within. Did you get that? That's a low, savage state of knowledge. This stage in Christianity might have worked well and kept people on the straight and narrow for many centuries, but I think there is an expiration date in this stage of Christian evolution. When people try to tell me that what I'm doing is wrong as a Christian myself, and that I need to see it the way they are interpreting it with the Bible, then I can't ever go backwards again. I can't go back. And I can't go back the old way of living. I call that bondage Christianity. Know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Got to repeat that one more time. When people try to tell me that I'm doing it wrong as a Christian myself, and that I need to see it the way they are interpreting it with the Bible, then I can't ever go backwards again. I can't go back to that old way of living, the way I grew up. That chapter is gone. I've expanded into new territory, new knowledge. I can't go back to that old way of living. I can't. And I call that bondage Christianity. To know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And what are we being set free from? Ignorance. So I say to them, go ahead. Tell me that what I believe is New Age. I don't care. It makes me so much closer to God, understanding Christ, and living with Spirit within me. I can't live in your religion. And I want to be free. And free I will be. Good night.